As soon as Diamond turns up the mics, we are back on Baltimore Flava Radio.
Hey.
Jen is cutting it.
What is she doing?
She's cutting it. And she's dabbing. And she's
cutting it.
She's cutting it.
Cutting what?
And she's Molly rocking.
Right, I'm Molly whopping. Molly whopping on everybody block, apparently.
Hook you.
Remember he dabbed.
Oh yeah, I know.
Once in a lifetime experience. I still have it too.
Yo
Once in a
said,
lifetime
"Wow."
experience.
His hand was all the way up. Yo said, "Oh."
It'll never happen again.
His hand was up here.
It'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. All right, y'all. Excuse us.
No, I was.
I was about to say, go.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
All things come.
Yeah.
God, I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying that's what I thought he was doing. Hey y'all, what's up?
I can't with y'all tonight. Stop. We're trying to get into this interview.
I forgot she has to leave at 10.
Yeah, she got
to get to the
club.
club.
Is popping.
Yes, my phone is so wrong that this clock says 6:45. I'm ready to throw this away. I'm ready to throw this phone away.
Wait a minute.
Right after the show, we're going to have a GoFundMe page. It's going to be called, you can just go to GoFundMe.com/Dame's new phone. We will.
Dame phone says 6:45.
His phone really says 6:45, yo. Yo, his phone really says 6:45. It doesn't even matter if it's AM or PM either. It's just.
Yeah, it is an Android.
It's a Windows.
It's a.
No, it's an Android phone. It's not Windows.
It is Windows?
Yeah.
It's like
Android.
Windows 3.5.
They played. All right.
So what time?
They did have. It's 9:48, boo boo. It's 9:48.
Oh
Right.
my
Do you
God.
set an alarm? for
I
work?
did. I set my alarm last night for 8 o'clock.
You was late.
No, I wasn't. I
I
was tired. But
Woke you up at 6:35 and just never moved again. I mean, the clock just never moved again.
between me starting my second job and leaving, I don't know what happened to my phone. It was good when I got there, but
Let us pray.
yeah, okay. All right, let's get back to this.
Yeah.
Please.
Dear Lord, Dame needs to come out of the prepaid era
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
into the regular monthly. He needs to use this phone as a doorstop.
Wow. That's so
Stan,
petty.
Stan Slide should have stomped on it that night. Remember that day?
Wow.
No, man, we have Shawn Marie in the building. Welcome, and please excuse us. We haven't seen each other in 2 weeks, so we don't know how to act.
Making up for the time.
You always try and throw people under the bus and be the main one.
This all stems from you.
Pull the mic up so we can hear this lie you get ready to tell.
Go ahead.
Miss Marie,
Yes.
how are you, dear?
I'm great.
Thank you for coming to hang out with
Thank
us on a
you.
Friday night. Let's start talking about some of these businesses that you have first and foremost, and then we're gonna get all in your business about how you started, because apparently you are the resident professional on how to get all 17 of your businesses started. So
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they called me the girl with 20 jobs. So yeah. So I own a boutique hair salon, barbershop, online store, and a mobile kids gym. On top of that, I have a radio show every Monday, and I work down at Casablanca as a humble job. Keeps me humble.
oh, so you actually do have a job. That's
Yeah, I mean, I actually have a career that I stepped out of to
Okay.
go entrepreneur full time, but I'll never go like work 9 to 5 for somebody ever again. That's not my plan.
gotcha. So, like, I saw you doing like an online vlog kind of thing. Is that something that you do regularly, where you
So,
basically just give the advice on how to start the businesses and everything?
I currently just stopped doing it and started charging people for it because I have a mentor. So I got a mentor this year. My mentor was like, why do you keep doing this? You know, you're giving people all this information and you're not getting anything in return. You know, he was like, somebody should pay you for what's up here. He was like, that's just the way I feel. He said, who taught you? I said, Google. He's like, really? I never went to school or anything to open up my business. Literally, I always had a dream of opening up my business. Both of my parents, they never went to college. They straight went to be entrepreneurs. My mom was part of the $1 Billion Club. My father had his own tree business for years. So I went straight into, I want to open up a business.
Hold up. What club?
You ain't heard? I heard. It started with a B. It started with a B and ended with an N. So.
And no, she ain't gonna get you no anything.
She was a realtor. So,
Okay.
Once you get to a certain amount of money that you selling or whatever the case may be, houses, she's part of the billionaire club. So I met a lot of people at a very young age. So, yeah.
So this is in your blood as far as the like making the money and doing it on your own kind of thing.
Live by.
Okay.
Like, I just told my best friend that the other day, I was like, who my mother was and who my father is, I can't be underneath that. I have to be above them, period. And I don't have no choice.
So what's inspiring you to help others do it?
The fact that nobody helped me. Honestly, I didn't even have my parents to show me how to have a bank account went or how to open up these businesses. I just watched, learned, Google, took, minor little workshop classes, but I didn't have anybody to say, all right, Shawn, this is where you go from step A to B. And then to figure out it's not hard at all. It's actually pretty simple to open up your own business. I actually opened up my business with how everybody was out here balling with tax money. I saved mine up for 2 years and decided to open my business.
About that, yeah. I saw you say something about that.
Yeah, because everybody's like, "Oh, do you do funding?" I was like, "Yeah, I get funding, here or there, but mainly for my kids' gym. I get funding. I get a lot of people that are funding me now, but for my regular businesses, I just started out with just saving my money."
But people don't like to save no money.
Not
They
tax
don't.
money.
Right.
The tax money is spent
But they
before they
don't.
actually get the check in the bank.
If
These
you
days.
save it, I feel like with tax money, that's like you expecting it, but if you put it aside before you even get it, you ain't even worried about what you're about to do with it.
I
So.
saved up $22,000 in 2 years.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I just left it alone.
So what's the first thing? What's the first business that you?
I had a business. I had my first boutique down by 33rd. I just moved to 1005 Green Mountain, which is down by the Latrobe area, because I felt like that area needed something. They don't have anything down there to build themselves up
at all.
So I have my place is very, very, very unique, very upscale. So it's 3 levels. It's a boutique at the bottom, salon in the middle, barbershop up the top. So you can just come and get everything, one-stop shop.
So you just own the whole damn building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And everybody always asks me, they're like, "Oh, so you just do the boutique?" I'm like, "No, I'm the owner of everything. I run all 3. Like, everybody come to me, period." So
That's what's up.
Without charging us, because I'm not paying you for advice that you give away.
No, you're good.
No,
you're good.
but just give a person like a basic idea of what it is that you need to do from. Just give us like step A and B, because there are a lot of people that have various skills and just have no clue, like you said, as to how to get started. I'm probably one of them, honestly.
All right, so I'm gonna give you step A, B, and C. So A, you gotta really, really want to do it. Like, some people want to do it and they don't really have a passion for it. I just talked to somebody else about that. I'm like, your business isn't making because that's not your passion. It's something you've been wanting to do, but you should have did it with a partner and then got it out your system and then went on about your life. But you really, like, it take blood, sweat, tears, crying nights. Like, it's some nights, I don't know, I probably wrote you, I'd be up 2 a.m. like, what? Okay, like, that's really how it goes. So you gotta have that passion. Step B is I tell people, just look at how much money you want to spend. Like, you got to figure out what type of business it is that you want to open and how much money you want to put into it. If you put $50 into it, it's going to be a $50 business. If you want to put $10,000 into it, it's going to be a $10,000 business. Now I'm teaching people that find somebody who's going to believe in your dream, do a business plan, start up a board, and go do it that way so you can get the funding if you don't have the money. But if you have the money, just figure out how much money you want to put into it. Next is just location. Like, location is everything. Everybody says something to me because I'm not going to lie, I went down to quote unquote the hood area, but the hood been showing me love. Like, I was up by 31st and struggling because it's too many boutiques around that area. But I went somewhere where I'm secluded, I'm by myself, and I'm giving these people what they don't get to see on a regular basis
over there anyway.
Right.
So
but a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go into the malls," but what the mall? Everything is the people are selling the same thing in the mall. Pick your location where you want to be. Next, after that, once you find your building, just you know, get it, go to zoning. I always tell people, check with zoning of what your building is supposed to be before you buy it. Because if you get it and you put your name on that lease and it's not zoned for what it's supposed to be, I've been in that situation before. I had to get out my lease. It was hard.
I've heard about that.
Yeah,
what do you mean as far as not being zoned for what it's supposed to be?
So my first place,
when you give that look, you know it's bad.
All right, so my first place, I went into the lease not knowing that it wasn't zoned to be retail because it was an apartment upstairs. And granted, even though it was my apartment, they said that I had to do a 2-hour fire ceiling, which was $4,500. So I had to fight my landlord at the time to do the ceiling for me, and which he did, but I closed down for 4 months and still had to pay rent. Put myself in a bad situation, but you know, you learn sometimes from trial and error, and I never did that again. When I look, every location I look for, I call right down the zone. The zone, it takes them 2 minutes to figure out, oh, it's going to be this, that, and the third. Yeah.
Especially salons, I learned that quick. Like people try to open up a salon and stuff, and if it's not zoned to do that, then you just stuck. You bought it. Like
that's your lease. Unless you want to pay out to get out your lease, then you don't have anything to do. It's the building that I'm currently in, trial and error too. The loft had never been, my barbershop is on the loft. It had never been zoned. So my landlord was like, I don't know, just say you use it for storage. I was like, man, they're not about to come in here and, you know, find me. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell them exactly what it is. And I'm going to work out with some things. Another thing I tell people, get involved with politics, especially out Baltimore. Baltimore politics are huge. So I had some people that looked out for me, and then I got the loft zone, but I was the only person who ever got that loft zone. Nothing wrong with it. People were just like, oh, it doesn't have the back area, this, that. It was just so much. But I finally got it done. Like, that's what I'm saying. I should have then has said, can it be, this part be zoned? So now I'm telling people, in fact, tell the inspector to come in and look at it before you even sign your lease. If the landlord has a problem with it, that's not the building for you. My landlord didn't tell me, so I got into it. Big ups to him.
Meaning, if the landlord has a problem with you bringing the inspector,
that's not the building for you. He already knows something is wrong. Now, granted, ever since then, I've had that talk with him, and he's been on. Like, anytime I call him something, he, is on it. I'm not in the position right now where I want to buy that building. I want to see how it moves in the next 3-4 years, play my money right. But he knew what he did. So now every time I call him, he be like, I'm there. I'm there. Yeah, I'm there. Stupid. Don't worry about it. I'm there. He was like, oh, you actually got it completely zoned for a ball shop. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you do it the right way the first time. So
what was that process?
All right, so to get it zoned, you go down to 301 Preston Street. Something very, very, very simple. Is you go to the 8th floor to get your business name. You go I forgot the next floor that you go down to.
The 5th floor.
5th floor. It's so easy. Then you can go to what is the other address? I can't think about it. It's right here by the by Harbor East. I can't think about it off the top of my head. I'll list it on my page, everybody.
Okay.
But that's the actual zoning office itself, and you put in the application for it. It's the stupidest process. But you put in the application for it, they call you up to window number of this one. They tell you, oh, it can be zoned to do XYZ. Then they'll bring you over this one and say, okay, great. You call these 3 people. You get your fire inspection. You get your building inspection. You come back. You pay $50 extra and pick up your certificate. It's the fastest but slowest process depending on what's going on with your building. This one, granted, it happened pretty fast for me. I had to put in a couple exercises and that's it. Like, they will tell you a list of things. Make sure it has XYZ. If it's a salon needs to have this, if a restaurant needs to have this, it'll tell you on there. So the hardest thing is, to me, I think the hardest one is the building. Fire chiefs, they're pretty much easy as long as you got your exercise up, stuff like that. But the building inspectors can kind of shake you up a little bit.
So when you decide to open a business, was your intent to open a barbershop, boutique, and all of that?
No, that's crazy. All right, so the building that I'm currently at, I just wanted it to be like a relaxation room upstairs. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I swear, I was like, I got this big building. I don't know what I didn't do with it, and I got it because of the upstairs, because it's brick exposed. It's really, really nice. It's huge. It's actually a huge building. It's like, I think like 2,000 square feet or something like that. It's huge. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I tried to rent it out at first for to see if somebody wanted to rent it out to be a salon because it used to be that. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, I put in an ad. Man, I had the craziest people coming in there. I'm like, look, no, I'm not from Baltimore, so I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Like, no, trying to scan them. They like, one lady came in there. She was like, I was like, well, you got to put your own sinks in. The hookup is already there. Oh my God, I gotta do what on top of $900, like all that. I don't have time for that. Okay,
right?
It can't be two fancy people in here. Like you want to go on.
This is what I'm gonna provide you. And this is what you need to provide. Right. It's gonna work on all.
Period. So she didn't work. I had another lady. She actually came in. She didn't pay her bill the very next month. I said, "Oh, you definitely not gonna work. Take your money back."
How do you not pay your bill the first month?
The first month.
People do it when they move in an apartment. Trust me.
Yeah. So I gave her money back. I was like, "That's not gonna work." Then I was like, you know what? I was like, I already sell hair. I'm just gonna do a hair salon. Do a barbershop. I was like, and not trying to be funny. Like I have a daughter and a son. So I'm like, I'm sick of going somewhere to get her hair done. I'm sick of going somewhere to get his hair done. Perfect. There you go. The luxury of it all. One-stop shop. Done.
Wow.
And I think that the location that you picked for something like that is perfect just because of that one-stop shop, because you have a lot of families down there that are multiple kids, boys and girls, so they can while the daughter's getting her hair done and he getting his cut, mom can be down shopping.
I make good time because I'm going out.
Right.
Yeah, I get that all the time. I had some lady call me today. It was like, "Oh, you closed out." I was like, "I didn't feel well this morning." I was like, I was running out. I was like, tomorrow's supposed to be actually a really big day. I'm having an open house there because I'm hiring for a summer intern. So I'm going to be too busy. But she was like, "I wanted to get this shirt." And I was like, I need to get out the bed for you to come get it. She was like, "Nah, I'll see you tomorrow." But I got my normals that come in there. It's been really good. I've had one break-in like 4 days after I had opened. Wow. Yeah, so that was the only downfall about it, but it's all right.
But it didn't shake you like, "Oh, I don't think I need to be in this mix." Some people be like that. I put a sign
on the door. I'm rude. I put a sign on the door. Sign on the door said, "If you feel the need to steal and not build up your black neighborhood, then I can go ahead and move. But if you want to keep me here goes some free clothes." And I left free clothes on the outside with some arrows. Like, you're not going like I've been through too much for somebody to shake me up to get me out.
They probably, if anything, they probably was like,
some people came past and was like, "Oh, you really did put that sign out there?" I was like,
"What you thought I wasn't?"
It was like, yeah, y'all not. I'm from the PG County area. It's not that different.
Yeah,
it's really not that different. Attitude's a little bit off, because they think that they hear my accent. They know I'm not from here. But then once I put people in their place, they fine. Yeah. Now everybody coming, "Hey, you need something? You want some lunch?" I'm like, "I'm good."
Oh. But I've heard that. Like, I know some people that open businesses in the hood instead of like the typical. You go in neighborhoods where there are like fells and everywhere else where there are already stuff that's established there. You're gonna have a tough time. But they say like you go in the hood, like they're gonna make sure you're straight. They're gonna look out for you.
Yeah.
Because you're bringing something in the neighborhood.
Yeah, and that's a lot of the older people always come in there and say that. One lady was like, "Man, I'm tired of seeing the same thing." She said, "I've been around here X amount of years." They used to call my building like, I lie to you now, it's so weird. It's like the death building or something like that. They said because people come in there, they're in there for 3 months and then they hurry up and get out. And I was like, well, I'm almost halfway through my lease, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I was like, y'all haven't met me yet.
Yeah.
So she was like, yeah, they get in here, they'll build up something, and then they gone 3 months later and it's back to the same. I was like, okay, well, let's see if we can change it.
Right.
But they don't understand. It start with them too.
And that's you've been there how long?
I've had the building since, I want to say like forever. I let it sit for 6 months before I opened it. I opened in March. But I let it sit for 6 months.
Okay.
The landlord was really trying to like hurry up and get rid of it. I was like, "Oh, just hold your horses." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the money I'm giving you this today. Came to him 4 days later, gave him the rest of the money. And I was like, I don't know what I can do with it right now. I gotta wait. Like I didn't know. I said, but I wanted this building. So I used it for my storage for my house at the time when I was moving out my house. And then I was like, all right, I'm ready. Like some people sometimes don't think that doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight. Like you can't just say, sometimes you can say, okay, I got the money, I'm gonna open my business. I had the money, but I wasn't ready. I know I wanted this building, so I got the money, was paying on it like a dummy. Well, whatever, that's my choice. But it doesn't happen overnight. And then when I opened, it was a success.
Yeah,
so
you take your time.
And you passed the 3 month grace period. So you good.
Right.
Oh yeah,
that's that's why I asked you when you start. You done made it past the 3 months.
It was nice. They probably didn't know. We got snowed. Me and my family got snowed in there.
Wow.
Yeah, because we had like a little kitchenette in there upstairs at first. Mind you, I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. The hot water was running, everything. I was like, really got snowed in. We fell asleep because I was in there sorting through house stuff and got snowed in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell the old lady you made it past your 3 months.
Yeah, I'm good. We made it through snow to 3 months. The break in, I'm good.
Are there like any other entrepreneurs whose methods that you have taken and added to?
Yeah, like you gotta look at everybody. You gotta look at your competition. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Like I look at people, how they branding, who they meeting, what you wearing, what you doing. Like you have to look at who's around you, and everybody is different. But as long as you ain't no chronicle copycat, you can sit there and you can mix it to be your own. Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I got some people. They probably listening to. No, I'm
about to go with that, right?
No, I really got some people that real live copycat, like are copycats and copy stuff that I do, like verbatim. Like it's scary.
Do too, honey.
Yes, Lord.
It's scary, and I'm the little person. I'm just the little person. You would think that you would have this, Kim Kardashian, all like you would be, on the big people. No, like they really look up to the little people for real. So yeah, I do. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I got a few that I'd be like, okay.
But you can make it.
The biggest thing I've learned from one person is the way that you brand your name. If you spend money on your branding, people look at you and that's awesome. Because at first I used to be like taking dumb pictures. Now I fix my pictures. I fix the way that I take the pictures and put them on my website. Like branding is everything. Other than that, I'm gonna say no because I'm Shawn and I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it regardless. But branding was the number one tip that I took from somebody.
Yeah, that's the number one thing I think I learned too.
Yeah.
Awesome. So give everybody the details about tomorrow, the open house. Give us your address and your social media and everything. How to stay in contact with you. And Jen will be at your store sometime soon.
I know. I wish I could go tomorrow.
All right, cool. So the store address is 1005 Greenmount Avenue. Is Mickey's Vintage Shop and Level Up by Shawn Marie. The open house tomorrow is from 1 to 4. I will be there. I will probably be running around, but I'll be there. You can find me on Shawn Marie at Facebook. You can find me at By Shawn Marie. That's my business page. And I Am Shawn Marie is my personal page. So everything has a Shawn Marie on
everything is Shawn Marie.
It's Shawn Marie.
Like, SHAWN.
Never mind, you came up. Dang,
not hard.
I like not even the whole name. And I'm not even follow her.
I don't make my stuff hard at all to find.
No, but usually with a name like Shawn, you put that in, you got like 87 different ones. And then there's, so you got to go through. Oh, we thank you.
Thank you.
You are so awesome.
Oh, you so hair. Yeah. That's my favorite guy.
Jen is about to. Jen is about to.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, sure.
Be on the lookout. My mobile kids gym is going to be moving to a space in Bel Air. I found a space that I really want, so now I'm gonna have an actual facility. So I'm telling people.
Yeah, let's talk. She did bring it up earlier.
The kids gym.
Yeah, talk about that.
Okay, so the kids gym, it ranges from ages from 2 to 15. I concentrate on children with diabetes, hypertension, and special needs children.
If you would have said that, we would have been all on that from the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
I remember she said it, but we were so caught up in the business.
So
I thought she just had some moon bounces and
no. It's like actual like a fitness center for kids. Let me just say it's actual fitness center. We actually concentrate on getting them fit, like even counseling for the children, for the families, and everything. So I have everything. The website is workoutbabies.com. Mind you, I did the website by myself in 3 days. Like I have not been playing. This has been my hustle. So it has anything from yoga, meditation, indoor track, boxing. We have a list of classes. So I'm really excited about it. Right now I'm starting a Saturday trial. It's going to be ran on Living Social and Groupon for the people who need want to save a little bit of money, because I know I do. And it'll be Saturdays from like 12 to 2. Bring your kids in.
So right now, where are you doing?
Right now, I'm starting in the summer. I'll be with 3 programs. I don't know if you all heard of the DENT program or the STEM program. I've actually linked up with them, and I'll be in all 3 of the schools that they're in. I'll be talking to their kids once a week about entrepreneurship and meditation, doing yoga classes with them. So I'm really excited about that.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was an idea I kept in my head for like 3 years. I lied to you not. And sat down with somebody one time. They actually came in the hookah bar. Real guy who just actually ran. He lost in 4th place. Still good guy. Still pushed himself. That's what made me talk to him about it. And he was like, Shawn, I can get you here. And I was like, okay. He really been getting me there. Like money been rolling in, buildings been rolling in,
That's
everything. I've been really actually surprised. I actually just got somebody funded like $8,000. I was like, thank you. Thank you.
And that's a good thing because nowadays I think when they're talking about children and trying to, with them being fit, eating the right things and stuff like that, that's good look.
Yeah, I'm actually just I don't know it's somebody, Paul Banks. I don't know if you all know. He's from he played at Dunbar. It's pretty big. So I'm throwing out the people that's the avid. We got Sade Swan with the Bowie, the girls Bowie's basketball team. Zadarius Smith with the Ravens. And I'm throwing out the people that's the advocate for the program. He like, I know the owner of the Ravens. I'm like, okay. So like he was like, man, your idea is wonderful. I can't wait to go back and tell them, tell everybody like what you're doing. He was like, and how old are you again? He was a good guy, good guy. Good. So I'm excited about it. He's backing me up 100%. It's actually his building. And he was like, I got the perfect building for you. He's like, I don't even use it.
That's what? It's all about how you network.
Yeah. Just sat in the room, like literally just started talking. We all came dressed down, chill. I didn't have to dress up. I came with no makeup on. He was like, all right, tell me your ideas. And I told him, he was like, wow. He was like, that's smart. He's like, and I love what you're doing for the kids. Like it made me start it because my mom used to work out for 3 hours a day, like literally legit 3 hours a day. She went from a 16 down to a 6. And then the way she disciplined us, and when we got in trouble, we had to exercise with her for those 3 hours. He used to kill us.
Yeah. I'd have been blown.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I take that, put that in the archive.
You're not even gonna tell your kids to vote. You don't even count.
What happened?
So
what you say?
And on that note,
like you in the press. What you say?
She said you're not even going to take your kids to vote, so you don't.
Oh my God!
Wow, shots fired.
I'm like, Dad, fire. You're gonna vote for president. Whatever. That would.
We appreciate you coming out. Congratulations on everything, man.
Thank you. I know.
Oh my gosh, I gotta stop past the boutique.
Yeah, I'm gonna come past. I'm gonna put a review on my site.
Then with the juice, she got the juice.
Don't y'all start.
You got some juice tonight?
Well, not always.
Okay, so
what time is it? Did we get you on time?
Yeah,
she still got time.
I'm actually going to work.
I couldn't tell y'all what time it is.
But Those phones still say 6:45.
It's 7:10. We good. What time is it?
That's
Jay
bad.
said we got all night.
Yeah, we here early. We done started early. We gotta pay extra this month.
I don't know what this.
Hey, but we definitely got to make sure we keep in touch, and we got to get you back.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
When
All right.